No! My phone has slipped already. Let me just correct that. There we go. Terrible showmanship here. And there's the book. 1001 beers you must try before you die. I've now hit 80. This is number 81. It's exciting. I'm still not at that elusive 100 yet. But I will get there eventually. Still got loads of beer in my stash to have a go at. And I've collected some more. Some friends brought me back some from America. I've got some interesting African beer from a local shop. But tonight, I will be doing a beer I have had before, but not for quite some time. I remember it being quite tasty, but I shall show you. This is from the United States. It is Samuel Adams Boston Lager. I'm sure many of you will be familiar with this. It is quite well known over there, but also you can find it here in in a lot of supermarkets, and actually might find it in beer fridges as well, in pubs. But it's been a number of years since I had it, so interesting one to have. Let's talk about a bit about the beer first. So first brewed in 1985, United States, and it is percentage 4.8%, which isn't too bad. Now let's talk about the design. So design here, there's this man in this kind of old-fashioned medieval, well, not medieval, it's kind of maybe, not quite sure, like traditional scene there of a man with a big flagon of ale. And it says Samuel Adams Boston Lager, America's world-class beer, trademark. So it's the world-class beer because they say it is, right? Okay. It's got a bit on the. It's quite low, and there's loads of like tiny writing on the back here. There is a little story, but in the smallest possible amount of text. Samuel Adams is handcrafted in single batches with extraordinary care and attention to detail. Following my great-great-grandfather's recipe, we use only classic ingredients: hand-selected Hallertau, Mittelfrüh, and Tettnanger hops, 2-row summer barley, and pure water. No other American lager matches this rich, robust, and complex taste. Cheers. Well, there we go. Never heard of those hops, so I'll be enjoying those. The tasting notes from the book. This bright amber copper beer has a proud, firm head of foam. Foam. Solid hop aroma of freshly cut grass. Although exceptionally well balanced, distinctly sweet malt and hop bitterness provide an outstanding complexity and a smooth, mellow finish. Oh, there we go. Exciting stuff. Let's crack it open and give it a go. Okay. So it's not the colour of the usual lager by any way, shape or form. It is fizzy and there is a bit of a head, but it's properly amber in colour. It's not a usual lager colour. So that's nice. Let's go for a smell. It doesn't smell of lager at all. Smells of hops, actually. It's a deceptive name, really. I guess it is a lager, but right, let's go for a taste. Cheers. It's quite pleasant. The hop aroma is much stronger than the hop taste, but there is a nice little bit of hop profile to this, which I enjoy. It's a decently made beer by all accounts. Imagine it go quite well with different sorts of food. I wouldn't. It's not exciting. I mean, it's nice. Let's have another taste. Basically, if I compare it to lagers like the Victory Prima Pilsen or Schiehallion Lager, this one does fall short. But if you're talking about the sort of classic nature of it, the fact that it was first brewed in '85 when those beers didn't exist and they were nowhere near even existing, this was kind of this beer is ahead of its time in terms of producing an American craft beer, and I can use the term craft when it comes to American beer because they actually have a definition for it. So really, it's a nice beer. It's not, it won't blow your mind, but I would say it's a pleasant beer to have. And if I'm going to talk about the litmus test, which I normally talk about, would I have this over Dunbar Green IPA? Yes. Yeah, it's nice. It's a pleasant beer. Not too fizzy in the mouth actually, but it's got a really nice sort of pleasant, real low hop taste. But doesn't taste bitter at all. It's a really nice beer. So I mean, by the way, I should note before. I don't think I've actually mentioned it before. There is actually a whole big bit of text for every beer in the book. I do not read that because essentially I'm just giving you the book for free. I'm actually, it's a good idea if you actually go and buy the book yourself and have a go at this challenge or read all the stuff about the book. There's a big bit about the history of every beer, and I'm not going to talk about this beer in terms of where it came from, but what it does talk about a lot in this beer in this review is actually how this was a sort of a trendsetter of. There was nothing like it. I'll give you a little excerpt. This is when Boston Lager was first introduced, nothing like it in the US. And they were just mass-produced lagers. And were there any microbrews, they were basically hoppy ales. There was nothing like this. So this was like... the two hops in it, by the way, are German noble aroma hops. So there we go. So this is why this is really ahead of its time. So that's why it's good one as a one to try, because actually the historical element of it and how it went on to kind of entice other brewers to create other kind of beers similar, but maybe a bit more flavour to them. So, and I imagine this one still sells really well. And the brewery do tons of other beers, and I've got at least two more in this book to have a go at. So, which I don't have yet. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here and go and enjoy this. I could go cook my dinner and have a bit of food. That'd be quite nice. And I'll see you next time for my next beer review. Like, comment, subscribe. Goodbye.